Hello, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, a big welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, you're amazing. Thank you all very much. In today's recipes is this chicken beef seafood okra soup. I'm going to show you how to make this lush seafood okra soup. If you ever struggle on how to get the perfect viscosity for your okra, this is the video you want to watch. I'm going to show you a trick on how to get delicious, tasty, and drawing okra soup every single time. As you already know, I don't only share recipes, I share tricks on how to get the perfect recipe every single time. So if you're not already subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell to get notification whenever I post amazing new content. For this recipe, I'm using a whole chicken that has been cut into parts. So here I've got the thighs, the two legs, and other included parts of the chicken. You can use chicken breast or any other type of chicken. Just use what you want. It's all good. Next, I'm using beef. And I'm also using shrimps, which I'm going to peel off the shells. You can also cook it with the shells. It's okay. You can also use prawns, lobster tail, and croco fish. Feel free to use whatever you want. Next, I'm using these mushrooms. It basically deepens the rich flavor of this soup. Next, I will also be adding these fresh red bell peppers and some tomatoes. The red bell peppers and tomatoes are optionals. You don't necessarily need it. If you want to get that native, traditional Nigerian okra soup, you might not be needing these two. Next, I'm using some okra. I'm going to cut it in cube size. Next, I'm using crayfish, which I'm going to grind it, and some scotch pepper, which I have already grounded and stored in the freezer. In stock cubes and fresh palm oil. So I got everything ready and it's time to cook. So in this pot, I'm going to be seasoning my meat. So I got my chicken and beef and add some salt, and I'm going to add my stock cube and add some onion and scotch pepper. I'm going to stir this up and then let it start to cook. So I'll let it cook for 10 minutes, and after 10 minutes I stir it up again and make sure it combines properly. Next, I'm going to blend my red bell peppers, tomato, and onion. I will blend it up until it's smooth. If you can put your crayfish on here and blend it all together, it's still okay. So now that my veggies is smooth, I will go on to check my meat. It's pretty doing well. I just go on and give it a little touch and let it continue to steam. And I'm going to add my shrimps. So it's properly washed and I take off the shells. Like I said, you can leave the shells, it doesn't matter. So I go on and add my shrimps to my meat. Continue to stir it up and let it cook for 2 minutes. So after 2 minutes, I'll go on to add my mushrooms. Continue to stir and I let it cook for 10 minutes to generate its own moisture. After 10 minutes, it has already generated its moisture. In this pan, I'm gonna go on to add my palm oil and some onions. Add some salt, grounded crayfish, stock cube, stir it up, and let it fry for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, I still go on to give it a little stir. I'm going to add my mixed veggies. So this is the size I choose to cut my okra. You cut your okra whatever shape you like. I like mine not too tiny and not too big, but feel free to cut it however you like. You can even blend yours in a blender if you like that type of consistency, or use a food processor to roughly chop it. Just make sure it's all cut up to whatever size and shape that you like. I'm going to use it to add extra viscosity. I use a fork to mix it up. So just now I'm going to add some water and keep mixing it for like a minute until it starts to draw. You can do this in a blender, but that will make your okra really fine, and I don't really like it when it's fine, so I'm using my hands to keep doing it this way until I get the right size. You can do it in your food processor. So we have this well mixed okra with water that is going to help to enhance the viscosity of our okra soup, and this is what it should look like. And I will go on to add it to my sauce. So my little advice, okra soup doesn't need a lot. There's no need for extra, just ground crayfish, stock cubes and salt, and maybe extra peppers if you want it all that you really need. All those extras are one of the reasons also the soup doesn't draw for some people, though I don't have that issue since I discovered this tricks. So my okra draws every time, and I can add whatever I want to add. Feel free to taste and adjust the seasoning. Make sure your seasoning is right, and your crayfish, salt, everything is just fine. Now I'm adding my meat and seafood. Then give it a good stir. Honestly, this looks beautiful. I'm going to let it cook for 10 minutes. Everything are properly cooked. For your seafood okra, you can add any type of seafood that you want. There's option for crab, squid, calamari, and all of that. Those also work, but I'm just keeping it simple. I'm just keeping it to the minimum because this is really what I want. What I'm craving for the okra soup. I'm just keeping it at this. If you know me, you know I love crabs, but I'm just skipping crabs in this one. I don't want it to get too busy in here or too crowded. Shrimps don't take a long time to cook. Make sure to get that drawiness in coat. You add this mixed okra with water. This end up your soup really drawy. That's not a bad thing. If it's the type of soup that you like, go ahead and do that. I like the consistency of my soup. Not too thick, it's just loose. It's right enough for me to enjoy it with some eba. So I'm going to let it finish cooking in 5 minutes. This is enough time to cook everything together for my okra to get soft but still crunchy. This is pretty much how to make this seafood okra. I know there's tons of different ways to make it, but this is my way of making it, and I get perfect results every single time. I love the way my okra is looking. I'm going to enjoy this with some eba, which I've been craving for a couple of days now, and I'm so excited for this. I'm going to let it finish cooking now, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. This is my seafood okra soup. I hope you like this food. I'm sure you can tell my okra really looks crunchy and loose. This is how I like it. Just add in some okra if you want it thicker. I really hope you enjoy watching this video. If you have, please give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done that. Leave me a comment, your suggestion in the comment section, and I will respond to it. Follow me on Instagram if you're not already following me on J Kitchen. Now see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching as usual, and I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.